In Bitcoin, the only new coins are given to miners. And the only thing the miners do with them are sell them on market to push the price down, to pollute the environment with pollution. Now, is that required in Bitcoin? Yes, because it is a security model. The security model is proof of work, and proof of work can only be trusted if it is wasteful, period. So that's how it works, right? Now, could we reduce the waste? Yes, we could. And how do I know that? Because lots of other networks are transacting lots of volume with no problems, billions and billions and billions of dollars, and they're doing it with less waste. Because in fact, all the Bitcoin mining network is a protection racket. The only people that could attack you through the 51% hash attack vector are the same miners that you're paying the fees to. And they're saying, oh, it'd be a pity if your transaction was rolled back, isn't it? Right? Mafia style. Now, back in the old days when it was CPU and GPU, anyone could have attacked the network and could have been financially incented to do so, because anyone could be turned into a miner because there was so much hardware out there. But now that it's SHA-256 only, and now that it's only 4 or 5 companies in the world you could possibly buy them from and even attempt to be cash positive doing so, you're really paying a protection racket to these guys. And what have they done with the money? Well, what Bitmain did with the money is they made a fake copy of Bitcoin that they promoted as the real Bitcoin, and then took all of that money and all that economic energy that the good, wholesome, honest Bitcoin miners gave them and stabbed them right in the back and made the emergency down target, the emergency difficulty retarget, try and take all the miners away from Bitcoin and kill real Bitcoin, and have covert ASIC boost in there so that they keep getting outsized returns on their miners, right? That's what really happened, okay? That's what really happened with the proof of work safety ecosystem, is that we have now a fraudulent copy impersonating the real one to no one's benefit that I can see, right? So I think miners are overpaid. I think it's security theater. I think it's a protection racket. And I think a lot of other currencies are transacting a lot of volume with no problems whatsoever, and that those miners are overpaid. Now, on Ethereum, I can get a non-rollbackable transaction with a more diverse, more robust network of GPU miners that aren't these 4 or 5 centralized groups of horror that have taken over Bitcoin, okay? You know, when I first got into Bitcoin, I double-clicked the EXE, and Bitcoin came into my computer for free, 50 BTC block reward every time I found a block with no pool. That's when I got in. That's when I started. So then I said, you know, I like this. And then I went all in with a lot of money, right? Helped make the $30 top. Well, guess what? Now you don't have any freemium onboarding for users anymore because no one will give up the coins for free. There's no free mining. So what happens? Now people get freemium onboarded to Monero or freemium onboarded to Raven because you can GPU mine it. And then all those guys that would have became buyers and would have been onboarded into the ecosystem and had speculative stickiness to have a reason to stay engaged, right? They're not here anymore, which is why the chat rooms are dead, which is why the memes are dead, which is why I don't even post on the Reddit. I don't even bother posting there. It's that bad, right? I love Twitter. I think crypto Twitter is amazing. I think crypto Twitter is vibrant, both the Bitcoin one and the altcoin one. So I'm definitely a fan of the Twitter. So like, I want censorship-resistant peer-to-peer money that appreciates in value. I want people to have security in the future price that things are going to have. And I invented the first cryptocurrency in the world to have a chart of future market supply, not total supply. The 1% of Bitcoin that's owned by the Winklevi twins, the 1% of Bitcoin that's owned by the Plus Token Ponzi schemers, the 1.4% of Bitcoin that's owned by Mt. Gox trustee, the 1% of Bitcoin that's owned by Tim Draper, all of those guys could dump on your head and shit on the price whenever they want and cut it in half. Any one of those guys could cut the price in half like that. And if they told you when they were going to sell their coins, you wouldn't believe them because you would think they were lying. It's not in their best interest. My system is the first system to have a truth engine where the inflation is only paid to the stakers who declare how long they're going to hold, and you have a chart of future market supply, not total supply, market supply. You know when people can sell their coins because you know when their stakes are ending. And then you can time your own stakes to be when a giant whale isn't ending stake, and it reduces volatility, and it addresses a larger market that Bitcoin address. We do everything Bitcoin does, more secure, lower fees, better user interface.